Alright, so hey guys, what's up? And today I'm going to be talking about school March 2018. Okay, so my upper jaw, like my upper set of teeth and my lower set of teeth is different in sizes, okay? My lower set of teeth is smaller, but but my but my upper set of teeth is larger so that it covers up, so that it covers up. Now the problem is because there's a bracket right here, so when I try to close my mouth, like, I can't. Until so yeah, I couldn't close my mouth. I couldn't chew. Like, this is the best I can do. Until, like, I was having lunch, and then I was like opening and closing my jaw because I am eating normally as a human being. And yeah, my upper teeth and that little bracket has, hit each other many times. That the bracket just went off. Again, another bracket went off. Like, during the Chinese New Year holiday, this bracket went off, and the dentist didn't care. But then this bracket went off, and yeah. But yeah, it hurts. Like, it hurts here because it's really tight here, and my face, my inner cheek, is pressing against my teeth all the time. But now that it's off, it's a little bit more comfortable. But yeah, it's such a hassle. I called my mom, I called the dentist, and yeah, it's just a shit show. But anyway, let's go back to talking about school. I have a very very good news, actually. So my English teacher, my we have many different English teachers. All right. So we have English teacher for our English class, and then we also have like three other English teachers for our like English speaking class. That is like that is specially for speaking English. And these special English teachers are from UK, USA, and one of them, the UK one, just went up to me like 2 days ago and told me that after a meeting with five other teachers, they have decided that I am chosen to be the MC, or the host, of our school's open day ceremony. If you don't know what open day is, it's basically a day where you open the school gates and let visitors in to check the school out, learn more about the school. And it's a big day. And usually every year we have an opening ceremony and a closing ceremony. Opening on Friday, and the next day it closes. And yeah, I'm going to be the host for both days. Now, usually there are two hosts, and one of them speaks English and another one speaks Mandarin, and we will like have a conversation very naturally with two languages and stuff. So I'll be the one who's speaking in English, and then the other one speaks Mandarin. Now, maybe you're wondering who is the other host. Turns out it is the exact same person who is sitting right next to me in my classroom. And her Chinese is like number one of the form of the entire grade. So yeah, like, wow. So I and her are going to be hosts, and we have to write our scripts. We have to write our speeches. And yeah, it's kind of a nuisance a bit, but yeah, if I were like 11 years old or 12 years old, if someone chooses me to be the host of some big day, like, I would definitely refuse it. But now I'm 15 years old, and I'm a bit more ambitious. So yeah, hahaha. I don't know if it was last year, but last year, I don't know if it was last year, but Tyrus, the boyfriend of the depressed girl, was also a host, so I'm challenging him. I'm his successor. Tyrus should feel ashamed of himself. You know, Tyrus told me to fuck off in front of my friend, and wow, now that I'm Tyrus's successor, so yeah, it sucks to be Tyrus. Yeah, yeah. Also, what do I also want to talk about? Yes, Cedric and Sharon has got back together somehow, and all is well. But meanwhile, Harry and Queenie have broken up, which is a big thing because they have been couples for like 2.5 years or 2 years by now, and you know, they were actually really serious about each other. You know, Queenie actually loved Harry, but Harry kind of loved Queenie, but Harry was also being demanding and a little bit rude, and Harry leans on the temptation side of things. At least that's what I've heard from Natalie. But yeah, they have broken up. Meanwhile, Oliver and Kingsley. Did I tell you that? Oliver and Kingsley, two of the most top-notch students in our grade. They are girlfriends and boyfriends now. They are a couple now. And last Valentine's Day, Kingsley took Olivia to an amusement park. Just them both. Wow. But yeah, I think I told you that though. Anyway, we'll be continuing our March school update video. So, if you're not caught up with my last video, I guess, it's not really the last video, it's more like the video before this video. My English teacher chose me as the host for the opening ceremony and closing ceremony, both of them. And yeah, it is an honor. I am proud to be the host, although it'll be very boring. At least I am finally brave enough to step out and be myself. You know, I've done like drama, like plays at my school, many times, actually 4 times, and it's okay for me to go onto the stage and talk in the public, but you know, in those drama and plays, it wasn't really me, and also the only time that my schoolmates saw me, like my schoolmates in the same grade, like grade 10, the only time they saw me is in grade 7, which I play a very idiotic, dumb little child. But this time I get to be the host, and I get to be, you know, I get to have a little bit of attention, at least. So it's better than nothing, right? Okay, anyway, let's continue on. March 5th, I watched the Oscars, and, wow, there's a lot. I wrote a lot of things in my diary here, but I don't think any of them matters. Oh yeah, the girls. I mean, the girls, they were so boring, and they were so childish, I guess. Like, the girls as in Pink, Jordana, Natalie, Olivia, Anne, and they were like rating boys on how they look. And I got a pretty average score. I am not too high or not too low, pretty medium, pretty middle, except for Pink. Pink gave me a 2, while Leo a 5, and I don't know if it's because she hates me or anything. Like, for the past week, I have been talking about Tyrus a lot, joking about him, and singing songs about him, and I don't know, maybe Pink knows about that, and maybe Pink hates me, but I don't know. But whatever the case may be, I don't hate Pink, and I really hope that Pink, stops being such a troubled person. Anyway, March 6th. So, for like the past 3-4 months, I have been sitting in front of Ernest, fake name, and he's a really famous, very popular boy. He's not like super good at like exams and stuff, but he's a really funny guy, he's a really nice guy, and he's always involved in all these activities organized by the school council. So yeah, he's a really popular boy. And Ernest, I don't know what's that noise. Ernest sits behind me, and beside Ernest is Natalie. So we three talk a lot, and I'm really happy about that, being social and all that good stuff. And Ernest told us that Henry and Linda had sex. Which, of course, I don't think is actually true, but come on, man. You gotta lose your virginity. Just kidding. Okay, no, yeah, but Linda, if you don't know her, she used to be my friend, and Natalie's friend, and Jordana's friend. Like, she used to be in our group, and then shit happened, and we all split up, and, she's now girlfriend to Henry, which is a really short boy, tanned skin, really athletic, really sporty, and yeah, they two were being really sweet together, and Ernest said that, well, they had probably had sex then. And if they actually had sex, I'm gonna congratulate them. That's what I'll do. Alright, here we go. This is the serious issue. March 7th, after school, me, Leo, and Nick, we just left. We just went away. We just bounced, and yeah, I just went home. Everything's fine. Right? Wrong. It's not really that fine. So the boys told the girls that Edward had talk shit and made funny names of Anne, which is also another girl. So Anne was like really furious about it, and she told Natalie to like hurt Edward and throw his stuffs around and prank him and stuff. And Natalie knows that Edward is framed. It wasn't true. The story wasn't even true. So Natalie didn't want to like disappoint Anne, alright? They were friends. So Natalie just threw Edward's stuffs on the ground and called it an end. And Anne was like, dude, is that it? So Anne pranked Edward by hiding his stuffs in the girls' toilet. And yeah, it's still pretty funny. And then the boys realized that this had gone too far, so they told the true story that Edward didn't even say anything bad about Anne. It's all a lie. And the boys also joked about Anne for being too sensitive and believing like all these bullshit and gibberish that they had been telling. And Anne was like the realization, like plot twist. And Anne was really, really angry. Anne is a really sensitive girl, so she immediately pointed her finger at Natalie for misleading her to believe that Edward had shit-talked her. And Anne cried. I mean, that's ridiculous, right? Yeah, Anne cried, and then Anne hated Natalie, and Natalie cried. And then for some reason, Pink was there, and Pink got emotional, and she cried as well. I mean, isn't that like in some levels just stupidity in its finest? I mean, and Pink just immediately went from nothing to extremely suicidal, and she starts slitting her wrists again. In fact, last Friday, we like during recess or in class or something, like Pink just revealed her wrist or something, and it was all lines of like blood. It was actually terrible, and it wasn't like a funny thing. Like I saw it and I was like, wow, like someone has got to help Pink. Stop cutting yourself. Stop being suicidal. Please, someone help her. I can't help her because she doesn't even know me that well. But well, maybe her boyfriend can help her. Tyrus, help her, please. Alright, March 8th, which is last Thursday. Like Cedric was in a very bad mood again, and I had been friends with Cedric for really, really long time, ever since February 13th, 2015. Alright. So, I was going to talk to Cedric. Why is it so bright? Oh my gosh. I was going to talk to Cedric, and he just pushes me away. And same goes for like on Wednesday, like earlier on Wednesday. I tried to talk to Cedric and he pushes me away again, like literally pushes me away, as if he's some sort of like high authority or something and I'm supposed to like stay away from him. Like that's so bogus and that's so bullshit in my opinion. Like he acts like as if he's the super calm and intelligent and the mature one, and when he's in a bad mood, just go away. I, I don't want you, you peasant. Like at least that's how I feel like when he pushes me away. So yeah, I'm not too happy about that. And he didn't talk to me much. He always talks to his girlfriend Sharon. They broke up and then they became boyfriend and girlfriends again, and then recently they broke up again. And so on Friday, finally he doesn't have anyone to talk to, so I talked to him. And let me just unplug my phone from the charger first. So anyway, I talked to him and I told him, you pushing me away, it's not that cool, dude. And he's like, well, now I don't have anyone to talk to, I'll talk to you finally. So yeah, Cedric is still my friend, technically. Even if Cedric wants me to not know something, Cedric could have just said, you know what, for privacy reasons, can you not listen to this? And I'll be okay with that, I'll be fine. But Cedric just pushes me away without even saying a word or explaining anything, and I guess that is just a very terrible thing to do. Anyway, another thing is that last Friday after school, no, last Friday, there was supposed to be a sports class, but that class is canceled for some reason, so after school, I decided to do gym again. I haven't told my mom and my dad that I have been doing gym. I haven't told anyone, except for my classmates. I don't even tell anyone. My classmates, they just know it. So Jordana had been doing gym. Jordana is trying so hard to be a perfect inhuman. And yeah, she's doing gym. She's working so hard on her assignments. Her chemistry quiz is like the highest of the class, the score. And then she's doing gym. She told me and some other boys that she's working out because she wants abs. Like she's already fit enough to be inhuman, to be perfect. And she wants even more. She wants to have abs, and very soon I don't know what she wants to have, but it's up to no good. And then after gym, she has to go to practice piano and learn to play piano, because she's going to I guess have the piano exam, ABRSM. It's a British music thing, ABRSM, and she's about to take the grade 8 piano exam, and she's trying so hard to be a perfect inhuman, and that really makes her ego so large it's unbearable. Unbearable. And because of that, people don't actually like Jordana that much because she's just trying so hard. And when it comes to social lives, she's actually not that good at being social. I can vibe a little bit of sociopathy in her sometimes because, like every lunchtime, it's like she's a robot. You know, she talks like a robot, not like tonally, but the way she thinks. Like every lunchtime, she either talks about the price of the food, she either talks about where does the food comes from, like which place, which restaurant it is, or she talks about how fast are you eating, like your eating speed. And she has nothing to say. Like it's like as if she's programmed to say all these things. So my conclusion is that she is still slightly lacking in social life, like in terms of social skills, but uh she's trying so hard to pretend to be, perfect in any way, shape, or form. Still, she is not entirely human. I don't even know if it's true or not, but judging by everything that's happening right now, probably not really 100% of a human. Anyway, back to my topic here. Okay, let's move on. So bright, too bright. Let's move on. Miss Solomon, the most notorious, the most infamous teacher of our school, who is known for her strict practices and her insane rules, and everyone also agrees that Miss Solomon is a psychopathic teacher who is she's not really that psychopathic, to be honest, but she's psychotic, that's for sure. And she has all these, evil schemes, and she has all these plans to control the students. It's getting dark. And Miss Solomon, Queenie, this super speed fast girl who is also a very special but slightly egotistic girl. Again, also the kind of girl who would strive for inhumanity, is also the chairperson of our club, visual arts. And Miss Solomon is an art teacher, and she fired Queenie. And well, it's what's new, I guess. Yeah, that's Miss Solomon for you guys, I guess. There's nothing too special, and I don't give a shit about Miss Solomon anymore, so why am I even telling you guys about this? I would have given a shit 2 years ago because Miss Solomon was our class teacher for 2 years in a row, which is incredibly rare for our school. And yeah, I would have given a shit and probably, formed a secret society to secretly overthrow our class teacher. Just kidding, but it's an idea nonetheless, right? But anyway, right now I don't give a shit about anything. Cedric had some secrets and he doesn't want me to know, but he tells all these secrets freely and casually to Natalie. First of all, discrimination. Just kidding, it's not really discrimination, but first of all, bias. But still, I don't give a shit about Cedric anymore, because he doesn't even need me anyways, right? But we can still be friends. And second, I actually do give a shit about Pink. I really don't want her to eventually kill herself by the end of our school life. I just really hope that Tyrus actually does something to help her through all these pain and struggle, because first of all, Tyrus told me to fuck off in front of Cedric if you're not caught up. And Tyrus, I don't think he's a good person. I don't think he's a good person. Miriam was right about him. Another girl, she told me that Tyrus is not good, not good. And I don't give a shit about Miss Solomon anyway. Goodbye.